Welcome to Mentally Healthy. We're so glad you're here. We are very proud to welcome and introduce Innovative Products as the sponsor for today's video and content. IPP supports the ongoing mission of Mentally Healthy and our affiliations. As Innovative Products' tagline outlines, Mentally Healthy honors discovering the possibilities together.
Let's take a moment to relax and breathe. Today, we're going to learn and explore World Mental Health Day, Wellbeing for All in 2022. World Mental Health Day is marked every year on October 10th to raise awareness about mental health around the world and to mobilize efforts to support those experiencing mental health issues. Every year since 2013, the World Health Organization, WHO, has organized a global campaign for World Mental Health Day. The World Federation for Mental Health, WFMH, announced the theme for World Mental Health Day 2022, which is Make Mental Health for All a Global Priority. Mental health has come a long way since the early 90s when the World Federation of Mental Health, WFMH, officially established the day. Our self-awareness and sensitivity towards it have changed things for the better. Our language surrounding mental health has improved as words like crazy and lunatic are used less flippantly, and we come to better understand that they can be unintentionally hurtful and stigmatizing. While we've learned a lot, there's still so much more we can do to evolve as a society. At the United Nations, events and activities are organized each year during the month of October to promote the importance of mental health and well-being for our personnel. Join us as we explore more information for World Mental Health Day, Wellbeing for All in 2022. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 1. Making mental health and well-being for all a global priority. Whilst the pandemic has and continues to take its toll on our mental health, the ability to reconnect through World Mental Health Day 2022 will provide us with an opportunity to rekindle our efforts to protect and improve mental health. Many aspects of mental health have been challenged, and already before the pandemic in 2019 an estimated 1 in 8 people globally were living with a mental disorder. At the same time, the services, skills and funding available for mental health remain in short supply and fall far below what is needed, especially in low and middle-income countries. The COVID-19 pandemic has created a global crisis for mental health, fueling short and long-term stresses, and undermining the mental health of millions. Estimates put the rise in both anxiety and depressive disorders at more than 25% during the first year of the pandemic. At the same time, mental health services have been severely disrupted and the treatment gap for mental health conditions has widened. Growing social and economic inequalities, protracted conflicts, violence and public health emergencies affect whole populations, threatening progress towards improved well-being. A staggering 84 million people worldwide were forcibly displaced during 2021. We must deepen the value and commitment we give to mental health as individuals, communities and governments and match that value with more commitment, engagement and investment by all stakeholders, across all sectors. We must strengthen mental health care so that the full spectrum of mental health needs is met through a community-based network of accessible, affordable and quality services and supports. Stigma and discrimination continue to be a barrier to social inclusion and access to the right care. Importantly, we can all play our part in increasing awareness about which preventive mental health interventions work, and World Mental Health Day is an opportunity to do that collectively. We envision a world in which mental health is valued, promoted and protected, where everyone has an equal opportunity to enjoy mental health and to exercise their human rights, and where everyone can access the mental health care they need. Number 2. The mental health treatment gap. At least 84 million people were forcibly displaced by conflicts and natural disasters in 2021, at the same time as which, the WHO says, mental health services have been severely disrupted, and the treatment gap for mental health conditions has widened. People with mental health conditions die prematurely, as much as 20 years earlier than the average, due to preventable physical conditions, WHO figures show. They are also more likely to suffer severe human rights violations, discrimination and stigma in some countries. An estimated 12 billion working days are lost each year to depression and anxiety, which the WHO estimates cost the global economy nearly $1 trillion. Even where help is available, stigma and discrimination prevent many people from getting the care they need. The United Nations Good Health and Wellbeing Sustainable Development Goal calls for 80% of nations to integrate mental health into primary healthcare by 2030. However, WHO data published in 2021 showed only 25% of nations had a system in place to do so. Number 3. Helping young people's mental health. Young people are particularly affected by mental health issues. The WHO says almost 1 in 7 adolescents aged 10 to 19 live with some form of mental health condition. Suicide is the 5th most prevalent cause of death in this age group. 45,800 die each year, 1 every 11 minutes. Almost 1 in 5 15 to 24-year-olds in a global survey for the WHO reported that they often felt depressed and had little interest in doing things. According to the UK Mental Health Foundation, half of mental health conditions are established by age 14 and 75% by age 24. The World Economic Forum's Uplink Innovation Crowdsourcing platform is helping to find new ways of helping young people with mental health conditions. Its Youth Mental Health Challenge attracted 75 solutions to tackle the issue. The 14 winning innovations, from smartphone-delivered therapy and training for young people in conflict zones to a crisis counseling service for LGBTQI people, will now receive funding from initiative sponsor Salesforce to help them become operational. Number 4. Here's what you can do. Wellness is a holistic approach to health that is vital for improving outcomes among people living with mental illness. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA, have identified these 8 dimensions of wellness that influence one another and affect a person's overall health and quality of life. According to the World Health Organization, people with severe mental health conditions die prematurely, as much as 2 decades early, due to preventable physical conditions. For example, people with mental illness experience diabetes, high blood pressure and cholesterol, hypertension, and obesity at 1.5 or 2 times the rate of the general population, among other effects such as exhaustion and mood changes. Wellness can decrease risk factors leading to premature death among individuals with behavioral health conditions. Number 5. How brands can participate. Companies and brands can also get involved in World Mental Health Day. Many components of this day take place on social media, and more brands are embracing activism as part of their social media presence. This could be as simple as posting a statement about your brand's stance on mental health. You could even share steps you've taken to provide resources for your employees or other ways you can support their mental health. Brands are continuing to find creative ways to incorporate mental health into their messaging. For example, Maybelline launched Brave Together, a portion of their website for learning more about depression and anxiety and finding support. Join other cutting-edge brands by posting on social media under the hashtag World Mental Health Day. Even better, use this day to announce some kind of commitment to supporting mental health. This could be a new policy or financial support of nonprofit groups. This concludes our video on the World Mental Health Day, Wellbeing for All in 2022. We must deepen the value and commitment we give to mental health as individuals. We must broaden our scope in mental health for communities and governments. And lastly, we must match that value with more engagement and investment by all stakeholders, across all sectors. Events earmarked for this year's World Mental Health Day for 2022 range from an international conference for mental health professionals in Italy, to an improvised theater event in Delhi, India to raise awareness of the stigma around taking about suicidal thoughts. Please share your wellness success story on our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter or YouTube comment pages below. What are some creative ways in which you and your community plan to use wellness to promote mental well-being for 2022? We here at Mentally Healthy are part of this community and want to bring awareness to all areas of mental health. Please remember, if you or someone you know are experiencing any mental health issues, please know there is help. Your friends here at Mentally Healthy support the American Psychological Association for finding a good therapist and ensuring you work with a qualified professional who has background and expertise that will benefit you and your specific needs. We are not affiliated with that organization and receive no special compensation for recommending them. We just recognize the importance of finding qualified professionals to help us when help is needed. Another great resource is also available for those that can take advantage of it. For all our viewers that reside in the United States, a hotline is available to act as an immediate response lifeline center for all suicide and crisis events. Just call or text the number 988, local rates may apply, to immediately be placed in touch with someone you can talk to. If you are a U.S. veteran or military service member, you may text the U.S. Veterans Crisis Line directly at 838-255. Both of these resources will also be placed in the description area of this video. Use these trusted resources as needed.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks so much for joining us at Mentally Healthy. If you've enjoyed our video, please like it, and consider subscribing to our channel, as we have lots of great new content in store for you. Subscribing, liking, and clicking the notification bell keeps you connected to us, and truly helps our channel grow. Here's a few other great videos from our channel you can visit right now. Until next time, stay mentally healthy.